Hello, I'm Andy, and a star is born on the 17th of January, and that's you, the star, listening to me. It's a very powerful day. Before I go on, I would like to show you my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. This is a 90-minute session to tackle your next 9 years. I'll show you how to play lotteries and win them. I'll show you the system and I'll see where you have the mystic cross on your palms to win such fantastic deals for yourself. Your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions. There's a lot of energy to teach you. We'll talk more about that later in the program. So, born on the 17th of January, Capricorn, you're born on a very lucky day and you'll have the ability to be very educated and also to be able to do very well with wonderful planets like Saturn, who make you or can make you very successful in the real estate business. Anything linked to the land, buying and selling it, building materials to build on the land, agriculture, buying and selling agricultural equipment, anything related to the land, and also your creative planets will make you very lucky with landscaping as well. So, with the land, you should go. And you should be in the business of getting the produce for the land, not only for eating purposes, but also for medical purposes, because you'll have the mind of creating and understanding herbs, the roots, the stems, and the flowers that are used to create medicines, create all kinds of abilities to make people healthier. You have a wonderful Mars position, and that position of Mars makes you a person who's an adventurer. You will be very interested in adventure, traveling the globe, climbing the highest mountains, going to the deepest part of the sea. And the adventurer can be a person who can be a great leader as well. In the field of politics, for example, you will have the determination, the guts, and the energy to protect your country and to help people who are in your country. And you will use politics to make a name for yourself. And since you will be an educated person, yes, when I see Saturn and Mars together, they are very educated. They like books, they like to write, they like to read, and they like to be studying in colleges, universities. So they are very often professionals. But even if you are not a professional that way, you will be a professional because what you do and learn hands on will also be wonderful. Either way, you're a winner to be born on the 17th of January. You have to be careful that your temper, your determination, and your tendency to expose yourself to risk must be brought under consideration to be controlled. You have a wonderful Mercury. So the gift of writing skills, marketing skills are all there for you. You can read books and understand them very fast. And you'll be able to use your words, the what you say, and how you plan things. You'll be able to use them to make a lot of money for yourself. And even in politics, the business of communication is the most important in politics. And you'll have those skills to make yourself very lucky in politics because you'll have this wonderful Mercury who makes you come up with very fast, quick ideas as well. And what about Uranus, the planet of information technology, the planet of the future? You've got that on the right side, on the good side. And so you're going to be very much linked into businesses that use computers or information technology. And you'll be a big player in that as well. This kind of formation of Mercury and Uranus can help you win lotteries because it is said that you will come and have a windfall of finances in a very uncommon way or sudden opportunities like lotteries. Having said all these wonderful things, you have to be careful. There's some planets who have taken away your self-confidence and they make you sometimes to be very much feeling that you are being used by people or feeling suddenly afraid of your responsibilities. And this will make you to be very changeable, very moody, which is not very good in business or job and not even in personal areas. There's a planet that creates inferiority complexes, and that's also very active. And that could be the reason why you're very changeable and very oversensitive to what's said to you. And because of that, you will retaliate to defend yourself. And then you will be noted as a very hot tempered person as well. So you got to fathom out these the problems. You have a Neptune and Moon together, which is not very good. Not very good, born on the 17th of January. And what does that do? It makes you a very secretive person, a secretive person who can plot to go against people. And the habit of doing secretive things, whether in the love area, whether secretives of bad habits like drinking so much, hiding and doing drugs, all these bad things. And lastly, you have to control your ego because your ego is very defensive. The defensive ego wants to protect you in a way which is not very good. You will not like people who are straightforward to you. You rather go to people who will flatter you, and that's bad because they'll flatter you and take everything away from you. So that's your makeup. You have basically a personality of a winner because you'll be very knowledgeable, you'll talk well, and you'll have all your facts and figures. And you'll have a character which is also very stable. You can be depended on very, very well. Emotional or inspiration. Your emotional side is a problem. Your inspirational side to be used making money or job or business area is better. So you have to find out why. Your emotional side is very weak. If I had your full date of birth, if I had your time of birth, and if I'm able to read your palms, that would be a session we can have. The session was 90 minutes, and it will be based on your horoscope, which I will make for you using your date of birth, time of birth, and the palms. Palms are very important to read because nobody can ever have palms like yours. Whereas there may be millions born on the same day as you, even at the same time as you. Can they all have the same thing going on? It's not possible because all of you will have different palms. So reading the palms is very, very essential. And I'll show you in the 90-minute session, those 9 years, how to get the best out of it in job, business, and personal areas, and especially health areas I will go into detail. Now to come back to you, born on the 17th of January, I'm going to give you some ages, which we call ages belonging to the lucky cycles, the lucky periods of time. And so you're born on the 17th of January. Your ages of 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, 71, 80, 89, or even 98 years old. These are going to be very prosperous ages. As you approach these ages, you will see things coming together and the support being very good. And as you enter these ages I've mentioned, you're going to whatever industry you are, whether you're at home, whether you are doing business or job, you're going to get very good value, become very, very lucky. Just you have good cycles, you will also have bad cycles, many of them, and many good and many bad cycles. That's why in this 90-minute session, I will talk to you about your next 9 years to tell you all about the cycles in there, the ups and downs every year, every calendar year. So to give you an example of your bad cycles, you have to be very careful that you're born or not born, that your ages of 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66, 75, 84 or 93 years old. These are going to be dreadful years, whether hitting you at the health area, your money all gone and lost, businesses, and job getting difficult to find, and even having trouble in your personal life of romance or marriage. Yes, this is an example I give you. So if you look back and calculate these ages, you will see what dreadfulness was there. So never mind. I'll be able to tell you your next 9 years and you will know how to sway your horoscope. Can we change destiny? Yes, we can. Can we change fate? Yes, we can. It's all about are you aware of this? Once you are aware, you will know how to sidestep problems in what calendar year, in what age, how to go all out to chasing for your dreams at what age, what calendar year. It's all about timing, and that's what I will do for you. I'll go very much into your health areas. Right now, all I know is born 17th of January. But I can tell you some things. I can tell you that you have a very, very weak digestive area. Your organs of the stomach, the bowels, and the colon, the large intestine, is going to trouble you already ever since you were born and become worse and worse if you don't look after it. And you'll have to be careful of backaches which are going to be dreadful, especially in the lower spine area. It could come from energies, too much energy, having accidents in sport, or just showing off and getting your accidents happening. Or they could be just by the way you are made, your spine having a lot of problems and bending and curving. So I'll tell you all your health areas, because at that time when we have a session, I will know your full date of birth, I will know your time of birth, and I would have read your palms. And with all these three energies, I'll be able to be very accurately telling you long before you feel the health issues what is waiting to happen. So it's all called early detection for everything. Regarding what job, what business, whether in sports, and how you make your money, whether it's speculation or whether it's through property, I'll be able to tell you that in detail. What I need is the full knowledge of you, the date of birth, the time of birth, and most importantly, the palms. Astrologers who don't use palmistry, they only tell you about 60% at the very most, because the other 35 to 40%, a lot depends on the palm. The palm may say something very different about what your date of birth is saying, what your time of birth is saying. So, with all three mediums, the palm and also the date of birth and time of birth, that the reading will become very accurate for you. Basically, the 17th of January, when I say you're a winner, there's every chance of you being a huge winner. At what degree you'll be able to do that is how much knowledge you will hear from me and how to improve yourself. That's the whole idea of doing a horoscope. Firstly, to become aware of the bad times, and to become aware of the good times and go all out and make full use of them, and to keep your health very much in order. So you are destined to be a star. I hope one day I will be able to meet you. My readings are on Zoom or on Skype. So anywhere in the world that you are, you will email to me your palms, photos of your palms. You will email me your photos of your palms. And of course, I'll know your date of birth and time of birth because you'll send it to me. And we'll have a session of 90 minutes that was going to give you the knowledge for your next 9 years, because that's a cycle in astrology, the next 9 years. So here's my email. Send me this email and let's get down to business, you and me, so that you can plan this wonderful next 9 years, which I will talk to you. Yes, I will be very frank with you to tell you exactly what can happen, to prepare you for bad, or to prepare you for good. So don't be afraid. To know is better. Not to know is the big risk in life. I look forward to hearing from you one day. Thank you. Goodbye.